What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Nurture Network podcast. Now, today is actually the first solo episode that I'm filming in this apartment that I've just moved into a month ago. So, not just moved into now; it's been a month. So yeah, it's quite a funny feeling because I'm so used to filming all my podcast episodes, especially the solo ones, back in my room at home. But yeah, it's been a heck of a month, to be honest. So many new things to adapt to, be it work, meeting new people, and just kind of kicking myself into gear in terms of just adapting to that independent lifestyle again that I haven't had in a while. But it's been really awesome. So today I really just wanted to, take a few minutes to talk about a topic that I've been thinking about a lot today. And I think it's because in the last 2 months, I've actually done a fair bit of traveling. Okay, I've been to Mauritius, which was amazing. I returned, back to my roots for the first time in 10 years. I went to Miami on a work trip just for a week, which was really cool. And I also just visited Madrid to see some friends that I made on my study abroad exchange a couple of years ago. So yeah, 2 months, 3 places. It's been a whirlwind, right? And the topic I wanted to talk about was actually the benefits of being culturally curious. Okay, now I think this is something that I've prided myself a lot on because I feel like being culturally curious has helped me develop myself and build relationships with people, all around the world, and has actually elevated me from a personal and professional perspective. And to be fair, I've been really fortunate to have grown up and lived in a multicultural household, with my father coming from Mauritius, my mother coming from France, and also having had the opportunity to travel quite a lot. I think I've been to around 35 countries, so I've been incredibly fortunate to travel around and really discover the world. And in those experiences, you visit so many new places, you embrace different cultures. Well, at least, I have. And you just discover new ways of life. And I think it's an absolutely brilliant way to just get to know what there is out there. I think a lot of people are enclosed in their bubbles and don't really know what there is. And thankfully I've had that opportunity to go out and walk beyond my local borders, I would say. But it doesn't have to be that way. There are plenty of ways that you can become or be more culturally curious, right? Traveling is one way, of course, but being open to meeting new people from different places. You likely know someone who comes from a different country. Get to know them a bit more. Learn about where they come from. Another way is learning languages. Learning languages is something that is super important to me. I'm extremely passionate about learning different languages. Because I've been very fortunate to actually have grown up learning French, Creole, and English. And I also went and learned Spanish when I was at school. And, learning a different language, you're able to connect with different types of people, different nationalities, and actually speak with them. And, it's a really cool dynamic when you're able to go to a different country and speak their local language, right? You're able to kind of just take that conversation to a new level and connect with them on a different level. So that's another way, right? Another really easy way to kind of embed yourself in a different culture or kind of learn a different culture is music. Music is, has no language, right? It's the language of the world. People love listening to different music, and if you want to kind of get to know another culture, or you want to kind of, just broaden your horizons a bit, music is a really good way to kind of tap into that, right? Personally, one way that I learned Spanish even more was by listening to Spanish music, right? Be it, actual music from Spain, or reggaeton, which is more popular in Latin America, or where it was kind of developed. So music's another way. Food is an incredible way to become more culturally curious, and I think that's one that probably speaks to many of you, right? But there's still a lot of people that like to stick to what they eat, which is fine, cool. If you're one of those people that likes to stick to what you eat, cool. But I'm telling you now, you're missing out. There's a lot of things out there, right? Lots of different cuisines, lots of different dishes that are just fantastic, and will really kind of it will just excite you, and almost open a new door for you, right? I think it's an incredible way. Food connects people, music connects people, languages connects people. All these different things I've just listed, right, are fantastic ways to become more culturally curious, right? And overall, becoming more culturally curious just expands your knowledge. It allows you to grow. It allows you to just broaden your horizons and become a more well-grounded person. So that's really what I really wanted to share today, because we're living in an increasingly globalized world, right? There are less barriers for us to be able to connect with different cultures, whether it be through social media or the different mediums that I've just listed now, like traveling, food, music, languages, etc. There's just so much out there for you to be able to kind of learn. And I think if you're not doing it, you're missing out to an extent. So that's really the message I wanted to kind of, share with you today, because I think it's important. And again, this podcast is about growth, being more culturally curious. That's seriously going to, help you in your growth and your personal and professional development. So thank you for listening to today's Nurture Nugget, and I will catch you in the next episode. Take care.